Alright, man, peace. So I did a video about a week or so ago entitled, Will LeBron James Run Out of Gas? And the reason why I made that video was because it was very obvious to me that due to his incessant need to play in all 82 games, as well as the fact that the reason why he was playing in all 82 games is because he's trying to pad his stats in an attempt to accumulate enough career-based statistics to surpass Michael Jordan in his mind and in the mind of his followers. And also due to the notion that he has not allowed his style to mature. As great players age, they're supposed to amend their style of play according to their age so that they can economize their energy expenditures during the game. And this is something that LeBron James refuses to do. It's not that he can't do it, he refuses to do it because he's so prideful. He wants to show the rest of the league that he's in the best shape of any player in the NBA. He actually tries to play like Russell Westbrook or John Wall sometimes when he doesn't need to. In his first season, winning a championship in Miami, what did he do? He dominated out of the post. And when you dominate out of the post, you can change up the timing, the rhythm, and the cadence, not just of your own team, but of the opposition. You can slow the game down. You can speed it up whenever you want. That is what great players often do. LeBron can do it himself. He's done it before. But he's fallen into this face-up style of play that is so prevalent in the NBA today. And it's going to hurt him in this playoff run, and it may hurt him in the rest of his career if he does not accept the fact that he's not 25 years old anymore. And it's coming out on the defensive end. He's playing terrible defense, and now it's been revealed in this segment that he's walking up and down the court more than any other player in the NBA. 75% of the time that LeBron James is on the court, he's walking. And I'm not talking about traveling with the basketball. I'm talking about walking up and down the court or taking breaks throughout the game. And that is because he refuses to amend his style of play. Anyway, they're going to talk about it. I'm going to chime in.
I'm just trying to save pockets of energy, throughout, especially the second half when I know it's going to be a possession game. Both teams are playing equal basketball.
And I also blame Tyronn Lue because Tyronn Lue refuses to coach this man. He refuses to discipline him and tell him, LeBron, get your ass in the post. He allows LeBron to maintain and perpetuate this delusion that he's an actual point guard. He is a great passer, and when he chooses to play point, he's probably the best point guard in the NBA, but he's not supposed to be playing point guard full time. He has to get his ass in the post. If you want to run the offense, LeBron James, run it out of the post. You have shooters. Tell Kevin Love to get his ass out the post. You're not going to pass it to him anyway. Let him sit out there on the three-point line. And then when you want to rest, you get in the low box. You and Kev can alternate getting in the low box. When Kevin Love wants to be the hub of the offense in the low post, then you can be on the top. You can pass it to him. You can move around and rest while he dribbles, or what have you. But this playground style of play where you're running up and down the court trying to prove to everyone that you're in the best shape of anyone in the NBA is not going to help you in the long run.
Both teams are playing very well defensively, so I'm just trying to save pockets of energy when I know I want to be needed offensively.
Yeah, you're trying to save pockets of energy. You always save it on the defensive end.
To kind of make a play not only for myself, but for my teammates.
LeBron is like that boxer who was known for his speed when he was in his 20s, and now he's in his 30s, and he's still trying to fight with speed, as opposed to understanding how to pace himself throughout the fight. He gets tired after 7-8 rounds, like Zab Judah. LeBron has to mature.
So here's the LeBron mileage meter. As you can see, he leads all players this postseason in minutes, just like he did in the regular season when he decided to play all 82 games.
Yes, because as I stated, he's going to run out of gas. And you're going to find that out. When he was able to win Game 4 against the Indiana Pacers this past Sunday night, that was one of the biggest games of his career for his legacy. Because had they gone down 3-1, they were not going to win that series. And according to him and many of his fans, one of the things that sets him apart from Michael Jordan is that he's never lost in the first round. So he may be able to get out of this first round due to winning Game 4. But in the long run, his belief that he has to play so many minutes and with such an energy expending style of play is going to hurt him in the long run, most likely in the second round. I think that they'll have enough to get by the Toronto Raptors, probably. But as I stated in the videos that I did pertaining to the NBA playoffs preview. Would it shock me if the Cavaliers got to the finals? No, it wouldn't. Would it shock me if they lost in any round of the playoffs? No, it would not.
Games, and let's take a look at what LeBron is talking about when he says he is saving pockets of energy.
He playing that Olay defense.
So you can see him missing some defensive rotations.
That right there is why he is not the MVP.
Or just hanging out around the three-point line a bit on the offensive end.
Because that's the defense that he played all throughout the regular season.
And this isn't just speculation. You can have the numbers kind of back. I mean, you see it on the film, and then you can have the numbers back it up as well. Second Spectrum tracks how fast every player runs through the course of a game. So there's fast, medium, or slow, and slow is basically just walking, all right? So LeBron...
LeBron walks the most with or without the basketball.
Tracy's like, well, look, I gotta tell you, first of all...
Look at that. LeBron James is walking during the basketball game approximately 3/4 of the game, the most of any player in the playoffs. That is why he is not the regular season MVP. That is why he is not the player who is playing the best in the playoffs. That is Anthony Davis.
First of all, LeBron has spent 75% of his minutes walking, which is the most among any player in the league with 15 chances this postseason. I will...
Look at Byron Scott and Tracy. They're like, shit, how are we going to spin this one? We don't want to shit on LeBron right now.
I'll say about all of this, if anyone second spectrumed us walking, we would all be walking a lot more than LeBron James or any other NBA player. So that is not a dig. It is just an idea of...
No, it's a dig. It's a dig. You're just trying to act like it's not, because we all know that most of you sports networks feel like you're heavily indebted to LeBron for carrying the NBA. LeBron is a superlative athlete, but his time is coming to an end. He's at the end of his prime. It would not shock me if there's a precipitous drop-off in the next couple of seasons that he'll try to stave off with some performance-enhancing drugs, allegedly. But you can already see it. The man is 33 years old, and he can't even play defense anymore. And one of the main reasons why he can is because he refuses to accept that he has to amend his style of play. He has to get his ass down there in the low box. It happened with Charles Barkley. It happened with Jordan. It happened with Kobe. It's happening with him, and he has to accept that. Get your ass down low. Stop trying to go in between your legs 500 times, trying to keep up with James Harden. As I've stated in another video, that is one of the ways in which today's NBA is not as good as the NBA in the 80s and 90s. All your top players back in the 80s and 90s could post up. Even most of the point guards could post up. That's how you conserve energy. That's how you economize your offense. That's how you dictate the flow of play, the style of play. That's how you stop a fast break team. I've mentioned this before. If LeBron was truly serious about defeating a team like the Golden State Warriors, he would not try to run with them. But because he only knows how to play in one type of offense, which is the LeBron James system, he'll never beat them. I use a lot of boxing analogies. He's like a boxer who keeps losing to the same person but refuses to adjust.
Of sort of showing, hey, this is how he is doing what he said he was doing after the last game, which is try to conserve pockets of energy. But it's clear, Trace, the Cavs need LeBron to win, so is the fatigue going to catch up with him here? What do you think?
Well, let me answer before Tracy does, because I've already touched on this weeks ago. Yes, it is going to catch up with him, most likely in the second round. Now, I have so much respect for LeBron and his resume that it wouldn't shock me if he's able to get his team to the finals. But I don't think that they're going to get past that second round matchup. I mean, unless Toronto just implodes or the Wizards just implode, which wouldn't shock me at all. Right now, the second round, if Cleveland were to get there, is a toss-up to me. Every round that the Cleveland Cavaliers go to will be a toss-up, because there are just so many different variables concerning that team that we're just not sure how things are going to pan out. Right now, this first round is still a toss-up, in my view, with the Indiana Pacers. Wouldn't shock me if Indiana won this series. I think that the NBA is going to do their best to assist the Cleveland Cavaliers in regards to the officiating. But still, would it shock me if they lost? No, it would not. And the NBA is in a very good spot. I've touched on this in other videos. LeBron can go out in the first round, and they can pass the baton to the Philadelphia 76ers with no problem.
I don't think it'll catch up with him in his series. If they're able to move on, yes, I think it will catch up. He can't rest. If LeBron James goes out of the game, they can't hold the lead. They can't build a lead. I mean,
The reason why these teams can't hold the lead whenever LeBron James steps off the court is because LeBron is like that overprotective mother who has a 35-year-old son living with her. She says, oh, no, my baby, he won't be able to function without me. Yes, because you haven't done a good enough job parenting him into adulthood. LeBron James and what every other great player does is they want to empower their teammates so that they can count on their teammates in clutch moments. You can entrust them with the basketball when you need help from them in case you get double or triple teamed. He has not done that, and that's the reason why he and Kyrie clashed, because Kyrie was not going to wait for him to empower him. Kyrie said, I'm going to empower myself. And that did not really sit right with LeBron. You could tell.
There's so much pressure on this guy for him to do offensively, defensively. He has to score. He has to facilitate. He has to guard. I get why he's taking, time off or picking his spots. It happens. You play 46 minutes. In order for you to win a game, you have to pick your spots when you rest.
By the way, there's a lot of guys standing around on that particular highlight. That was a little concerning.
As you get older in this league, for LeBron, Kobe did it, MJ did it, I did it. You have to go to the post
Thank you, sir. I've been saying that for the longest time.
To conserve your energy. You have to work out of that post, that mid-post area. I think you're doing yourself a disservice when you're still on the perimeter, trying to isolate, drive to the basket. That takes too much work. I think if LeBron James controlled the pace of the game.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. How long have I been stating this? If LeBron were to actually slow the offense down, it would give him more energy on offense and on defense. And then when he gets back on offense, he could be the captain of the offense. And then on defense, he could be the captain of the defense, not just sitting around playing free safety, pointing out all these other players that are beating his teammates to the basket where he's supposed to be providing help and he's not, because his lazy ass wants to stand there like a damn elephant in heat.
If he's in the post area, he sees the floor, passes, does anything he wants.
Listen, how about this? Ty Lue, get at me.
No, how about this? What the hell happened to that Navy SEAL biochemist who's supposed to be helping him out? What type of drugs is he giving LeBron, allegedly giving LeBron, that he's so damn tired? The man looks like a damn rhinoceros on the Serengeti breathing so damn hard.
That man rests. And the other guys on the team, pick up your game.
They won't get out of the first round.
Pick up your game. You guys are professional basketball players. You can...
Byron Scott, you need to shut the hell up. Because whenever Magic Johnson got hurt, all of a sudden, your hamstring will get hurt too. So just be quiet. Your ass was hurt in the 89 finals and in the 91 finals. As soon as Magic got hurt, your ass got hurt because you didn't want to be out there by yourself. Just knock it off.
Not rely on this man to do everything every single night. Like T-Mac just said, you can't, rely on him to be the facilitator, the scorer, defensive stopper, your help side defense. He's got to get some rest somewhere down the line, and I'm...
Oh, he's going to get a lot of rest real soon. Don't worry about that. It's called the off season. He's going to get a lot of rest. He's going to have all the time in the world to pick his beard out and do some more PEDs, allegedly, and do whatever he can for that shit he got growing on top of his head. He's going to have a lot of time real soon.
I understand what he's saying as far as trying to pick his pockets. Your Pat Riley...
LeBron look like he got some damn mushrooms going on top of his head. What the hell is down on top of his head? Somebody help me out with that.
He used to always tell us, if you're going to rest, don't rest on defense. Rest on offense. He can't rest on offense. Nobody else can score. These guys got to take some pride in the fact that when he's out the game, they should be salivating.
Well,
they should be salivating.
We don't know exactly what is going on with Kevin Love's thumb. Kevin Love has not been able to score as much as we saw him do at some points in the season. He had the broken hand, and then he had the ligament damage to the same hand, at the beginning of the playoffs. We don't know how much that's not a shooting hand, but we don't know how much that's affecting his ability to do it. He's been trying to grab rebounds. I don't know. It's interesting to watch all of this and see how it might affect the game tonight, because they go as LeBron goes, right?
Well,
there's no doubt about that.
He definitely has a team to, bypass this Indiana Pacers team.
Supposedly. But that's why I stated coming into the series, one would think that the Cleveland Cavaliers were going to win in 5. But just looking at the dynamics of the rosters in comparison, and also the fact that the Cleveland Cavaliers roster, they lacked so much experience in the playoffs, and also the variable that they're so heavily dependent on LeBron. It has not surprised me that the Indiana Pacers have made the series so competitive. That's why I stated it would not surprise me at all if the Cleveland Cavaliers lost in any round of the playoffs.
So you guys both feel that they will come out of this season?
Yes, yes.
But they might need to watch that Golden State,
Pass.
When he's out the game, pass.
Well, how about this, Byron Scott? How about they watch how Golden State passes the ball when LeBron is in the game? Because all he does is dribble, dribble, dribble. He's one of the easiest players to guard, as per Draymond Green, because they already know what he's going to do. As great as he is, they know what he's going to do. LeBron is like the Incredible Hulk. You already know what he's going to do. You already know what his personality type is. The issue is, how much damage are you going to have to take in the process of outsmarting him?
Pass, move, set, screens, cut. They might need to watch that.
Speaking of which, the team that Golden State knocked out of the playoffs.
But anyway, that's it on the LeBron James fatigue issue, which I'm sure will be popping up intermittently as long as LeBron and his team are in the playoffs. Peace.